Hello all, welcome to Python programming tutorial. In this video, I will be discussing about loops in Python. So basically Python provides while and for loop, and both of them work nearly in the same way as they work in other programming languages. For as a different forms to take, but while is more or less similar to other loops in other programming languages. So in this video lecture, I will be discussing how while and for works in Python, what is range function, break, continue, and a special keyword that is pass. Okay, so let's start with while loop. So the syntax for while loop is first we initialize, then we have while, then we have expression, then we have statement 1, statement 2, as many statement as you want. Okay, statement 3, and then we have increment or decrement. Fine. And then if you want to come out of while, you have to start from here. Like for example, this is out from while. So again, since while is a block, it is represented by indentation. So colon is the delimiter. As soon as you press the enter and PyCharm, also other editors also support the automatic indentation. Otherwise, you have to put a tab there. So the place where cursor blinks, you have to write all the statement inside while from that particular place. Fine. So lots of statement you can write and increment or decrement your counter. So this is the expression which checks whether counter is true or not. And if you want to write something out of the while, then you have to again start from the place where you have started the writing of program. Fine. So let's check it. And also remember that there is no increment or decrement operator in Python. So you can't use plus plus or minus minus. Fine. These are not available. Fine. So let's start. So I'm sure you have gone through the syntax till now. Fine. So let's take an example. Suppose I want to print numbers from 1 to 10. For example, x is equal to 1. I have initialized my counter. I will check while x is less than equal to 10. I will write print x, and then I will increment x. So this is basically shorthand assignment operator. You can also write it like x is equal to x plus 1, but this you can't use. So do not use increment operator or decrement operator. Fine. This is not available in Python. So let's check it out. It's simple. So these are the numbers I got here. Fine. You can have more than one statement here. So print, for example, hello. It will print hello 10 times. Fine. Also, we can have other way around. So x is equal to 10. I want to print in reverse. So still x is greater than equal to 1, and I will decrement it again, shorthand decrement operator. Just check. So 10, 9, 8, 7 and all that it is getting printed. Also while works in sequence like collection, like suppose we have a string. Fine. So let's check. Suppose I have a string s is equal to hello world. I'm taking a variable. I will calculate length of the string. So it's length s. Length function I've already discussed. It is available for every sequence. So, and I will initialize my counter. Say x is equal to 1, and while x is less than len of s, I will print sx. Fine. Okay. So let's check this out. Okay, so space is not card here. Index is out of range. Oh, we have to start from 0, x less than s. Now let's check it. X is equal to x minus 1. No, x plus. I have to write here basically because we are starting from 0, so we will be incrementing basically. Fine. So all the string got printed because here also string is treated as an array in Python and index starts from 0. You can also start from 1 or 2. Suppose I want to print from the third character, I will start from 2. So it is started from the third character. Fine. So this is the way how while works basically. Okay. So let's also check break and continue. They work in the same way as they work in other programming languages. Fine. So in the same program here, I'm trying to do. So if suppose I want to print only hello. So HG 1 2 3 4. Fine. So if x is equal to 5, I will break and so now since when x will be equal to 5, break means this while loop control will come out of while loop and nothing will get executed. So let's check it out. So starting from the third character, we have only 3 characters. Since when x will become 5, the loop will break and the print statement will not be executed. Let's start from 0. Now check it out. Hello got printed. Fine. And as soon as x became 5 at this particular index, we came out of while loop without printing anything else. And if I do it 6, hello and w will get printed. Okay, so space got printed because 6 is w. So hello and space got printed. Again, if I do it 7, so hello space w got printed. So as soon as it will become 7, will come out of the while loop. So in this way, the break statement works basically. Fine. Let's check this out again for so now for continue, let's check. So suppose x is equal to 1 I am taking, and while x is less than equal to 5, what I will do here, I have to check continue. Basically what continue does, let us understand. For that I will write a code. So if x is equal to 2, then continue, otherwise print x is equal to plus is equal to 1. Let us modify a bit so it will be more clear. Let me take x as a string. So it's hello world, and print here s6 and let it be s, and let x is equal to this, and here I am writing length of s. So now just check the code. So I have taken a string, initial index I have taken is 0, and while x is less than length of x, I will keep on printing the string. When x will be equal to 2, x will be incremented, it will continue. Continue means that when x will be equal to 2, and as soon as the interpreter will encounter this statement continue, it will not execute these two statements. What it will do, it will again go to the beginning of the loop. So understand once again, as soon as continue is encountered, any statement inside if block below continue will not be executed and control will go to the beginning of the loop. So let's check it out. So as you can see here, index 0 has been executed, index 1, but index 2 is not executed, which was small l, and again the loop began for index 3, began from index 3. So this is how continue works. Okay, fine. Now coming to pass. So pass is basically used with if loop. It is basically a placeholder, and it is basically written when we do not want anything to write there in as a code right now, and it can serve as a placeholder for future use. Like for example, if x is equal to 4, print say t, for example. Let us take a value here, x is equal to 8, else pass. Fine. So nothing has been printed. So this pass is working as a placeholder here. So I have left this else block for writing some code in future. So pass can be used like this. Okay. So now let's understand working of for loop. So before understanding for loop, we need to understand this range function, which basically works with for loop. It is used with for loop, and it provides all the three essential elements like initialization, condition, and steps of increment or decrement as in C. In C language, we normally like I is equal to 0. This is initialization. I less than 5. This is termination condition. And and I plus plus. This is increment. Or if we are running a reverse loop, we write like I is equal to 10, for example. Then with semicolon. Then again condition I is greater than equal to 1, for example, and I minus minus. So it has three essential conditions of for loop. This is initialization, this is condition checking, and this is increment or decrement. In similar way, the range function provides the syntax of range in Python is we have a start counter, we have an end counter, we have steps of increment or decrement. So what can I write here? Range 0, 11, and 1. So it means that it will start from 0, it will work till 10, because end is exclusive in Python. Always remember, end is exclusive in Python. 11 is not going to work. So it will work from 0 to 10 in steps of 1. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and so on. If I don't give any argument for a step, by default it will take a step as 1, increment as 1. Fine. Now if I give 2 here, then it will take a step as 2. It will work for 0, then 2, then 4, then 6, then 8, and so on till less than 11. Fine. Similarly, if you give 3, it will work in steps of 3. Fine. Also, you can have a reverse loop starting from 10 going up to 0 in steps of minus 2. So then 10, 8, 6, okay, 4 and 2. It will not go to 0 because 0 is AND and it is exclusive. Fine. Also, if I am giving only one argument here, it will be treated as AND and step will be treated as 1. Fine. So it will start will be treated as 0. This is AND and step will be treated as 1. So it will work for 0 to 9. If you give only 2 arguments here, then obviously it will take at start, it will take as end. This is not going to work because start is greater than end. So these are various forms of range. Also, range in Python 3 returns a list. So let's see that, because for loop always works on sequences. A sequence can be a string, a list, a tuple, a dictionary, a set. So range function always returns a list. Let's check that. So if I want to print range 0,5, so it is just going to print range 0,5. It is just giving description of the function. What I need to do here, I need to convert explicitly it in list, and now it will print the counters for iteration. So print list range 0 to 5. This also I can do this. See here. So reverse counter, fine. If I want to include 0 also, okay. If I am giving only 11 here, it will provide a list of from 0 to 10. Fine. So let's check this out in for loop, how to use range. So for I in range, you can take, this is my counter variable, you can take any name. For I in range, I am not going to give a start, end and counter. For example, 3. Start and then step, and I'm going to print I. So I'm getting in steps of 3, 0, 3, 6 and 9. Fine. In the same place, now I'm going to give 10, 0, -1. So in reverse order, I got till 1 because 0 will not be included. I'm giving only one argument. It will be treated as end. Start is 0 and an increment of step is 1 by default. So 10 to 9. Fine. This range function can be used to access any sequence also. Like for example, suppose I take a string and like we access arrays in C with indices. So same thing I can do here. I want to access the complete string. I know that each collection in Python starts from 0, so start is 0, and I will go to the length of S. By default steps is 1, so it's fine, and I now works as a indices. So let's check this out. Okay. Also we can have reverse. So length is -1, comma, -1, comma, -1. So I got reverse of the string. Fine. Similarly, we can it works with list tuple also. So suppose if I have a list, for example, then also it will work. Reverse printing. I'm writing only length of S. It will print the complete list. Fine. Also, what we can do with for loop, we can directly access elements of the sequence or collections without using indices. So how can we do this? I can directly write for, say, I in S, print I. But directly I am getting all the elements here. See. Why? Because here what is happening, I is replacing itself with every element of S one by one till the loop continues. Okay. To be more precise, suppose I have a string for S is equal to this is Python session, for example, and for say element in S print element. So all the elements we can access. So we can access the collections using for in two ways, either using indices or directly using enumerator, where this particular counter will replace itself with every element of the collections. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe the channel and press bell icon for latest update. Thank you.